right, camera's rolling, audio's rolling. What's up, YouTube? Y'all know what today is? Y'all know what today is? It is day 30. Hey, day 30. We made it. We made it. Oh man, this has been a journey, but it's been a good one. This has been super dope. But before I get into everything, just to celebrate day 30, I got a huge announcement, big surprise for y'all. Just stick to the end of the video. I'm sorry to do the YouTuber thing to y'all. I know, I'm sorry, but stick around. You won't be disappointed, I promise. But big surprise coming after this video. So anyway, day 30. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. Man, this challenge has been man, I don't know the word for it. I want to say growth inducing, but I usually use growth inducing for stuff that's like hard, where I'm like, hey, bruh, I want to check out, But I don't think I ever had a moment where I was like, I don't want to do this no more. And that's super dope because that's new to me, and that lets me know that I was really being true to what I was trying to do, what I wanted to do, and that was to really focus on my healing and reclaim my voice, but what I needed this channel to be, and just the content that I shared, some of the very vulnerable moments, that's all real, and I was very hesitant to share that type of stuff just because of, we talked about that before, of what the response would be. And believe it or not, I'm not tripping about negative responses. I'm tripping about people being sort of like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. Oh my God, like that. I didn't need to do all that. I didn't need to do all that. I'm an actor. I'm sorry. I can't help it. But like that type of response does something to me internally. Like where it I don't know. I'm not really sure what it does, but it doesn't feel good. I know it's just sympathy, empathy. I know people mean well. But it don't sit right with me. It makes me feel like I'm a victim and I'm not in control, and I don't rock with that. But I think I'm getting over it. But I say I think I'm getting over it because I realized something else in this challenge, that I have been avoiding the analytics, avoiding the comments. Initially, it was just so I could just keep it moving and keep it, just whatever. And it wouldn't really affect anything. But then I realized that I'm hiding from it, and I compared it to my weight loss journey, right? If you know this channel, I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or whatever. I'm disrespectful about it because it's whatever. 2019, and with that, losing weight is a little trickier, right? I mean, I'm 38 years old, so losing weight is it ain't a linear process anyway. But then you throw PCOS in the mix, and it's like, bleh. So what I did was I refused to jump on the scale. I was like, I'm just gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna eat right, keep my head down, and just keep working. I'm not looking at results, because I put too much emphasis on that number, right? Because if I was working out for like 2-3 months and then I get on the scale and that's I almost cussed, and that thing says the same number or higher than where I started off, I'd be like, man, I'm flipping tables. I would quit, right? Because I put too much weight on the number. I made the number mean too much. So I would just avoid it. Low key, I haven't stepped on the scale in probably over a year, right? Even when I go to doctor's offices and they're like, okay, so we're just going to get your weight, being messy. Not really, but I would always tell them, like, hey, I don't have a problem with it, but I just don't want to know the weight, because I knew that if it was a number that I didn't like, it would just throw me off. And I'm like, that's an issue, because now I realize that I'm doing the same thing with the analytics, with the comments and things of that nature. I'm like, I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. But now I'm like, oh damn, I'm scared of them. No, that's like the other end of the unhealthy spectrum. So I'm like, oh no. We gotta find that balance. So I was thinking about it, and I went to ChatGPT. Now, disclaimer with ChatGPT: if you're gonna use it, you gotta let it know, hey, don't coddle me. Hey, don't kiss my tuchus, because it'll do that sometimes. Be real with me. Be straight up with me. If I got blind spots, whatever. Like, you gotta make sure that it's not just giving you fluff just to kind of like, pat yourself on the back or like kiss your tuchus, like I said. So anyway, I put all the, all my concerns in there, and I was just like, yeah, I'd like to learn to work through this. I have an actual human therapist, but I only see them so often. So sometimes ChatGPT kind of fills in the gaps and helps me put language behind what I go to my actual therapist for. So, but again, remember the disclaimer with ChatGPT. Be careful. Anyway, ChatGPT was saying, and they said something really profound. Like, obviously, I know that the numbers don't define me. The numbers don't really, they're not a real, like, they're not a real demonstration of who I am or what my content is, and I've known that. I've heard that over and over and over and over again. But my problem is I need a replacement. That's just how my brain works, where it's just like, hey, you're not the numbers. Hey, you're not this. Okay, so what am I? You know what I'm saying? And nobody can answer that for me. So it's like, okay, I know I'm not the numbers, but if I don't have anything to fill in that gap, eventually I come back to being the numbers, right? So ChatGPT helped me break through that. And they gave me such a grounded, wonderful phrase to hold on to. And it's to say, I am not these numbers. I am the courage it took to share it. I said, okay. Okay, ChatGPT. Because like that was so profound to me. So now looking at the numbers, I have to remind myself, these numbers don't define me, good or bad. These numbers don't define me. These numbers, I am not these numbers. I am not these analytics. I am not these views. I am not these likes. I am not these comments. I am the courage it took to share this. And that like blew my mind, and it changed the game for me, Obviously I still have my moments where, I'm not checking the comments, but I have like gone into YouTube Studio to make sure the videos are good, like they posting and stuff. And I've seen some things, where I'm like, just trying to hold on to, like, I'm not these numbers. And not only am I not the numbers, but the numbers don't even accurately represent what's actually going on, because at the end of the day, I started off as a hair channel. A lot of y'all came to me for hair, right? I don't want to do hair. I just don't. And I don't plan on doing it. And I understand that what comes with that is people being like, hey, nah, bruh. Like, I don't care that you depressed. I want to know what product to use. Girl, get up and tell me what product to go buy, for my hair. And I get that, but that's just not what this channel is anymore. And I know that people gonna exit stage left because of it, and that's okay. That's okay. So I'm learning to embrace that. I'm learning to be able to confront these numbers and still be good, still be okay, still, even if it bruises me a little bit, even if it knocks me down a little bit, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get back up and keep doing what I'm doing, because I'm healing in the process. And as I said before, the worst case scenario would be that I'm the only one that gets healing from my work, and that's still a win because I healed, but the reason I share it is because I want to help others heal as well, or whatever that may be, So anyway, I know that honesty repels people at first, and it may continue, but it's honesty. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that. So, anywho, that's what this challenge has taught me. Is I surprised myself as well. Some of the ideas that like popped up, where I was like, ooh, and then was able to execute them. Like the burial part 2, I thought of that and then filmed it the next day, which was crazy, because I never do that. So it's taught me a lot about myself. It's taught me a lot about my filmmaking, and it helped my confidence a lot too, because I used to doubt myself a lot, particularly with like lighting and things of that nature. But yeah, your girl know a little something, but I'm just excited to keep learning, keep expanding. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. So, without further ado, I do have to share the big surprise. To commemorate 30 days, I am premiering the opening scene to my web series, Do It Scared. So this is my baby. It's been a long time coming with this, but it's finally getting to the point where it's ready. But the opening scene is ready. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments, because I'm reading them now. So let me know down in the comments what you think. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, stay empowered, and stay beautiful. Peace. Enjoy. I'm editing this one, so y'all don't gotta watch me awkwardly come back to the camera. Bye.
Whoa. You said that to your boss? Do I look like I'm playing? I looked into her soul and said it. All right, time out. What happened?
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. As you know, our vice president wished to come to our meeting today and personally congratulate each one of you. So if you could, let's go ahead and turn on our cameras. And then that way, VP Michaels can start putting faces with names.
It's a good idea. Let's all turn on our cameras.
Okay, great. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started. So first up is Riley. So Riley, why don't you give us a first-hand account on how you were able to snag our largest client?
Sure. So the first thing I did was reach out to their marketing department.
Attention shoppers, there are Amazon gift cards
their
located on
marketing
all three.
department. I reached out to them to gauge their level of comfort with extending the budget to accommodate more of their locations. More of their locations, and they seemed a bit apprehensive. Yes.
You cannot sit on the furniture unless you're intending on buying the stuff. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This way. You're going to have to go.
Okay. Oh.
I'm used to the kids, but grown people come in here just...
Yeah, that way. Thank you.
Wow, Riley, I'm just gonna go ahead and mute you. You seem busy. I'll just move on, I guess. Okay, so Stan, how are those next fiscal year projections coming?
Yes, projections are going quite well, Cheyenne.